Welcome to week 3 of our 8-week signature coaching program on how to develop the mindset you need to transition to a healthier lifestyle and get a more fit body. I'm Stacie Cole. I'm the founder and CEO of the Healthy Lifestyle Institute for Women. So I'm glad that you could join us this week. We are on week 3 of this program, and week 3 is define your end goal based on your values and your beliefs. So we've looked at, like in step 1, we talked about determine why this is important to you, and that's going to serve as your motivation going forward. And in step 2, we talked about writing your State of the Union address so we could get real specific on where you are and take responsibility for the habits or rituals that you've developed that have gotten you the results that you've gotten thus far. So this is the week where we really start to look forward and build your future exactly the way that you want it. So this is very exciting. I love this step. So really this is all about imagining your future reality. Now if this is kind of unclear in your head right now, that's okay. But what I want you to do is start to listen to that little voice, because we've all got it and we want her to yell eventually. So we're going to start out with a whisper. If that's all we've got, that's okay. So I really want you to start being able to hone in and listen to that voice and pick it out so that you can develop it. So as we develop this vision for your ultimate body, I'm going to offer you 5 tips on how to do that. Okay, the first one is dream it exactly the way you want it. Now, I almost want to caution you right here, because how you dream it is exactly how it will develop. So don't hold back. 2 is to dream big. In other words, if you want to lose 40 pounds, then make 40 pounds your goal. Don't make 20 pounds your goal, because that's what you're willing to settle for, okay? Don't be afraid to dream big. And the third tip is dream it now. Okay, don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Do it right now, today. At the end of this video, I'm going to ask you some journal questions, and that's where I want you to start on it. Because no one is ever going to walk up to you and say, okay, I want you to take, except for me watching this video right now, no one's ever going to walk up to you and say, I want you to take the next 20 minutes of your life and really think about your ideal future, okay? Your boss is never going to put that assignment in your inbox, so I want you to do it now. The fourth tip is to make time to dream. Okay, so put this kind of stuff on your schedule. Build it into your habits and your routines and your rituals from time to time. Whether that's every Monday morning, you're going to turn off the radio and think about your intentions for the week on your way to work Monday. Or maybe once a month on a Saturday you go get a massage where you can relax and think about, where am I? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? Okay, and your 5th tip today is dream regularly. This is not a one-time thing. We're going to do it today, but we're not done. You need to constantly tweak this, review it, and be willing to go back and forth and look at it, because your values are going to change. Your goals are going to change over time. They should, as you grow and develop as a person. So we want to continually go back and look at this and see if it's time to change our goals or develop bigger, better goals. Okay, so here's a tool to help you. Have you ever done a vision board? I highly recommend you doing vision boards, because it literally takes something and visually puts it in front of you to keep you focused on it. So there's a lot of ways that you can do vision boards. You can literally look through magazines and cut out pictures and put them up where you're going to see them. That's one way to do it. Or find stuff online and print it out and put it up. Or, if there's anybody left out there in this world that hasn't heard of Pinterest, get on Pinterest. Oh, wow, what a great resource that is. It is literally an online pin board, so you can develop a fitness board right there in your Pinterest account and put all sorts of stuff in it. Recipes, workouts, pictures of physiques that you like. You can, motivational quotes you can put there. But I want you to get real specific. So like if you find a picture and you put it on your board, make a note under it that says, okay, I really like her shoulders. I want my shoulders to look that way. Or I really like her abs. When I'm done, I want my abs to look like this. So that you are starting to pull together all these ideal body parts and what you want to look like and be like and feel like. Okay? So about the value side of this, we said we're going to define our end goal based on our values and beliefs. So where do the values come in? Well, these can be values that you've held for a really long time, or they can be new values that you've chosen to adopt. But it's all about what's important to you right now at this point in time in your life. And this is a very creative step, okay? So I don't want you to pigeonhole yourself into a role that you've always played or played before, or into a role that someone else expects you to play. This is all about you and what you want and what you believe and what you envision for your future. So it's very important that you own this. Now, another way to help you kind of develop that voice in your head and develop this ideal vision of yourself is to pretend like you're having a conversation with the future version of yourself. And this is kind of fun to do. So if you were to fast forward in time and see a future vision of yourself in which you had already achieved all these great health and fitness goals, then how would that conversation go? What would that be like to have that conversation with that version of yourself? You know, what would that person value? What would her routines and habits be like? What would she look like? And get very specific about that too. So that's just a really creative, fun way to do it. Okay? So we've talked a lot about defining your end goal, how to do those goals, and how to pull your values and beliefs into it. So I'm going to give you some homework now, because you know that you have a homework assignment each week when we do this. And this is where the real magic takes place. It's great if you watch the video, but the real transition is going to happen when you do the work in between these sessions. So your first question this week is, what are your health and fitness goals? Simple enough, right? But be very specific. 2, if you met the future version of you that has already achieved those goals, what would she value? And 3, what will you achieve in this new body? So I'll go back through those 3 questions again. What are your health and fitness goals specifically? 2, if you met the future version of you that has already achieved those goals, what would she value? And 3, what will you achieve in this new body? So best of luck this week on this step and doing your homework, and I'll see you next week when we go on to step 4, which is commit to taking action. I can't wait. Talk to you next week.